So you guys, okay, we got a couple UK people. It looks like we got some mostly Americans, Detroit, SoCal, Michigan, Honduras. Okay, that's a ways. Oregon, that's fair. Nice. Jacksonville, cool. Idaho, sweet. All right, cool, man. That's great. We got a pretty diverse population here. So you guys want to get this started then? All right, cool. We're gonna get it started. Looks like you guys actually want to hear what I have to tell you. Like you want to hear the method. Let me kind of show you a little bit of background of what exactly this does. So you can see this is one of the products that we have that we applied this method on, and it allowed us to become a top seller instantly. I think you can see at the bottom of this circle, we've circled our product, and what we did here was the reason we're showing you this picture is because we're the #1 search result for a certain keyword, and I don't necessarily want to go sharing that with the whole world, but we got #1 on our main keyword, and a lot of other keywords as well, but this one that actually generates a lot of traffic, and we did that in about 2 weeks after our product was already selling on Amazon. So what you can see here is you can see us the very top search result on there. You can see we did this with only 139 reviews. You can't see the other products on there, but most of our competition at this point had hundreds, some of them had thousands of reviews, and we skyrocketed past them with this method. So this is a process I've been trying to get down to, like a real followable step-by-step method for a while, and now we finally got it to the point where you have these results just by following the strategy. So let's walk a little bit further into it. Basically, what is it going to do for you if you're able to get top seller status? In every business that we've done and gotten these top sellers, we've been able to get over 100 units a day sold. A lot of them we're doing 300 to 500 units a day on some of our businesses. Not only that, once you start selling really highly, it's super easy to rank. So now our products rank really, really well because of the other launch stuff that we do with our products. We can rank on keywords super easy. Amazon loves you because you have a great selling product, and they actually cross-sell for you. So I don't know if we have it here, but I've actually taken screenshots that have made me like super happy. I've been like cruising around on Facebook, and then all of a sudden like I'll see my product on there, and or I'll be on a blog site, or I'll be on someone else's computer after they're on Amazon, and they retarget them with my product, and it's like it's my favorite thing to see, just because I know that I'm getting traffic to my product that Amazon's paying for on all kinds of other sites, and we've done that with literally every single product that we have. We've been able to get Amazon to not only cross-sell, upsell, but also sell on other websites for us, and then obviously this all boils down to profit. We're making hundreds to thousands of dollars a day on the products that we sell, and we have a method that allows us to just keep growing those sales, keep growing the amount of units per day that we sell. So at the end of this presentation, you walk away with a 1, 2, 3 step system, and I promise you, it's no hype, no fluff. It's 100% usable. And it's going to help you, achieve whatever your reason that you're selling on Amazon. You want to have those great results. This is something that you can take away and apply and start having an amazing result with. So just pay attention, listen closely, and just want to pay or mention something. Is like, we don't guarantee your success, your money making. You need to listen to what I'm going to share with you guys here, but you got to apply it in order to actually get anything. So the results vary as always. It's depending on how much you take it and how much you apply it in your own business. So anyways, that being said, just listen close. I'm going to move a little bit fast. Unfortunately, that is me. I talk quick, and I love to move fast. So keep your pen and paper handy and close out all your distractions, because I'm not going to be going over anything twice. So, a lot of people like, why would I, listen to your presentation, like what you do on your Amazon method? Like, there's so many people out there talking about their Amazon method, whatever. What makes you different? And the reason I would say that you're going to be getting something different is because a lot of people create courses and, you know, sell stuff and mention, you know, what they're selling to people, but that's their business. You know, you're going to be listening to a guy whose main business is selling on Amazon. You know, this is what I do, and you know, I've been dying to share it with everyone. So now you're finally here, and we're going to share real Amazon tactics that actually work. So stay to the end. We're going to be sharing a secret software that we've created, and this isn't anything that you've heard us talk about before. It's not Kibli. It's totally different software that we've been secretly using to rank on all kinds of keywords and do some really cool stuff. So at the end, I'm going to share that with you guys, and yeah, you guys will actually literally be the very first people to hear about it. And why should you listen to me? And like I mentioned, you know, before, is, you know, we do this stuff for real. Every day, I'm in my office. We've got, you know, like literally hundreds of thousands of products around us that we have that you know, that we sell, and it's literally just like in my office every single day, working with my office manager, my you know, business managers that manage all the different Amazon businesses. You know, this is the stuff we do for real. So if that's something that, you know, you're looking forward to, is getting real Amazon business like operation built, then you're at the right place. And so, you know, just kind of give you a little background on me, you know, how I got to where I'm at. I want to mention that I'm not like some, you know, like a lot of people like see, you know, me driving like a nice car or something, like, oh, you're so lucky or whatever, you know. And I want to mention I never even graduated high school. You know, I had a regular childhood, you know, I had a regular house and everything, and then I ended up being a punk kid in high school and never even graduated. You know, after that, I ended up getting into like construction and pressure washing, cleaning stuff. And this is me cleaning tractors. So I would clean like these tractors. This one you see on the left is a asphalt paver where, you know, they go out and pave it, and you have to spray with like this 200-degree water, and like oil just splats back in your face. And I was cleaning this one tractor on the right side here. It was so dirty that I literally got covered with like mud and oil. So what you see on my face is like the combination of mud and oil. I had to wear that mask and those glasses and the hat because I was literally getting like pelted in the face with like these little rocks. And so that was my life just 2 short years ago, was doing that kind of a work. You know, not to mention doing the work I do now is so much nicer than getting hit in the face with rocks and grease. But anyways, so stepping out into this though, we took a lot of risk. You know, when I first started the business, it wasn't like there was no method that I was following that, you know, really worked or anything like that. So we really fell in hard times. And during one of those hard times, my mom allowed me to come out to Alaska with her. And so I took my girlfriend at the time then, and we went out to Alaska. We climbed to the top of Flat Top Mountain in Anchorage, Alaska. And that's where I got to propose to my wife, who's my wife today. And it was amazing. But the funny thing that she didn't actually know when she said yes was I only had $8 in my bank, kneeling down at that point. And I was like, as I was like should I propose to this amazing lady? I was like, how am I gonna like support our family? But I did it. I went for it, and thank God, like I started this business. We finally cracked the code, and like our life literally changed. We had a baby that was on the way, and you know, just starting a new family, no home to live in, and you know, this happened like just right in time. Like we were literally just so scared of what we were gonna do in the future, and finally, you know, after we started doing really well, you know, this picture here that you saw in the beginning, this is what happened shortly after me proposing to her, in that sort of timeline of my life. And you can see here we got to #1 in cell phone and accessories. I took a picture of this because this is like one of my most exciting times ever. We completely ran out of inventory, you know, when we sold that much. You can see this spike right here on in March of 15, and we had sold like over $80,000 that day. It was nuts. And we just went straight to #1, and it was like one of the coolest experience ever. So that's that. We're only at 606 reviews at the time. Now we're over 4,000 on that specific product. And this is again, I've launched multiple businesses. When I first went to create this formula, I was like, how can I make a formula that's replicatable? So I wanted to test it out on a new business, completely unrelated product in a totally new niche. And so that's what I did. I started a whole new business from scratch. And as you can see here, now today, or not today, that was back in, the later end of 2015. We did that again on a totally new business. And, since then, we don't have any pictures of it, but we've done it again and again. We have about 7 businesses now that are doing really, really well selling on Amazon. And these things that it's allowed me to do was, when I proposed to my wife, I had barely any money, but by the time we got married, we got to have the wedding of our dreams. And we come from a family of modest means, so I was able to pay to have them all flown out for our wedding, and that was amazing. It was literally the best day of my life. I got to meet really, really cool people, such as Frank Kern there on the bottom left. You see I'm speaking with Matt Basak on the top right, or on the right, and then finally now we've got a little boy in the middle. That's he's 8 months old, and he's literally like doing almost a pull-up. So just having the freedom. That was in Hollywood. I think you can see on the where he's hanging from the bar. That's actually in Hollywood, and you see the kind of crazy lights behind us in the background. And what these successes on Amazon have allowed us to do is be able to have the really awesome lifestyle of being able to have financial freedom, of being able to take care of the people we love better, and then not only that, but allowed me to meet like some really great people and speak to some really great people too. So anyways, that's another problem I have is I had a tax problem, and that was what am I going to do to kind of lower my taxes? So I went out to Las Vegas to test drive some Lambos, some Porsches, Ferraris, and stuff like that. And I'm trying to figure out which kind of car I want to buy. But basically, when I buy it, I'm able to deduct it off my taxes and have a really great time at the same time. So that's going to be great. But that's that's a tax problem that you get when you fortunately / unfortunately have to make when you end up making a lot of money. I wanted to mention why I did this. So the reason why I'm doing all this is because this is my dad here on the right. We just went out to cut a Christmas tree, during last Christmas, and at this time, I, before all this started, I wanted to, get my dad involved in the business because he'd been working a government job for years, and he'd been working, basically his life away. He'd been, not healthy, been not sleeping too much, putting too much into his work, and we hadn't spent much time together. I've been building my businesses. So back in the beginning of 2015, we started a business together, or not in the beginning, middle of 2015, we started a business together on Amazon. And what happened was we worked really hard. We got the business going, and today it's actually making over $60,000 a month in sales. But what that allowed me to do was, I didn't really care about the money. What I really cared about was like having a good relationship with my dad, and having that time with him before, we can't have that anymore. And I knew that, he was completely stuck to this job that he hated for over 22 years. And so now I can like really, 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 really happily say he filed his retirement paperwork, and he's been able to work on this business with me. We've been able to hang out. We obviously went and got a Christmas tree, and now I'm able to, spend a lot of bonding time with him, and it's been a huge blessing. And that's been kind of like what the power of what I saw this able to do for me. And not only that, but it gave us our time freedom. And I was like, I've got to get this out to more people. And so, that's when I did this with my dad, I had that huge revelation of like, more people need to be able to have this tool, because like, screw making a bunch of money. That's good for, no one. Like making a bunch of money gives you just a different set of problems. They might be nicer problems, but the real power of, what I want to give to you guys is the ability to create your own financial freedom and your own lifestyle. And once I realized that with my dad, it was hugely life-changing when I was able to have our amazing wedding, have a home, have a family. And then it was hugely changing when my dad was able to file his retirement paperwork and we're able to actually work on the business together. And now let's get into it, because I want to give you the same thing. So, I want to start by asking you a question. If you could change your life with this system, what would you do? What's your dream? And dream big. I don't want to hear like, I want to buy a regular Honda Civic. I want to hear some real dreams that people actually going to catch, that are going to happen. So what is here? Let's hear it in the chat. Right in the chat. What would be your big dream? Okay, so Lambo racing. Gotcha. I did that too. I love doing that. I love fast cars. Okay. All right. Jumping, skydiving, time freedom, traveling the world, house in Hawaii. Gotcha. Cool. Those are all awesome dreams. Totally agree with that. So I want to kind of mention, this system is a three-step simple code. And the reason we have a picture of a vault here is because a lot of people's, marketing on Amazon and the way they try and build their business is all about trying to do the next fad, the next cool thing. And everyone just thinks that if they can just do the right thing, that it's going to work for them. And, to so many people's, unfortunate, they don't get the product going, and so they think that maybe the product's not for them. And I just want to kind of clear this lie that you've probably been told, is that you need to have this one thing, right? It's not. It's a three-step simple code, and if you get each of these three steps right, it's just like unlocking a vault, because your cells don't go from 0 to like 1, then you get 2, then you get 3. When you follow this system, they go from like 0 to maybe like 3 a day to maybe 10, and then all of a sudden, boom, the floodgates open, right? And that's why we have a picture of a vault here, because the way that I see it, every single product we've done, as soon as we've applied our three-step system, it just unlocks and we shoot to the top, and all of a sudden, like, the sales are awesome, and then we hook up the momentum machine behind that, and we just keep a good thing rolling. So Amazon's really saying to you, help me help you, right? And so Amazon's in here to make money. You know that they're one of the fastest growing companies in the world right now, and them making a bunch of money is great, because as you've seen them grow year over year over year, you having a business on Amazon, it's like riding a rising tide, so what they really want to do is they want to help you help them, right? So if you sell a bunch of product, or you sell a bunch of product through Amazon, their customers love it, and you get awesome reviews, guess what? People really enjoyed the buying experience. They really enjoyed buying from you, and therefore they enjoyed buying from Amazon. So Amazon knows that if they invest in sellers who are really, really doing well on Amazon, making money for themselves, it actually helps Amazon. So they want to really help you. And that's what big conspiracy in like the Amazon circles is like, Amazon's out to get you. They're not out to get you. They literally let you sell on their platform. And not only that, I'll teach you how to get that platform to sell for you. So let's go into it. It's the number one route to failure is I have a wrong product and my product's making a couple sales, but I got to launch a new one because it just sucks, right? That's not the problem. The real problem is that most people, they either have bad images, bad description bullet points, they have bad marketing tactics, or they just put their money in the wrong marketing things, and they think the product's not working because the product's not selling, right? Well, you're looking at the wrong thing. The thing you need to look at is why is the product not selling? And people's instant reaction is that it's just the product. Well, it's not. And so the second route to failure is wasting the time in marketing, right? Wasting the energy, the money in marketing. And so a lot of people try to spend money on like either Facebook ads, Google ads. Sometimes they'll run Amazon ads that aren't profitable as well, and they spend all this money energy and time getting traffic that doesn't really necessarily help them, you know. And what I want to show you is what's actually important. So getting your keyword rank, super important, right? Because 50% of your initial traffic is going to come from people seeing you in search results. Amazon's largest share of built-in traffic is their keywords. When people search a keyword inside an Amazon search bar and they see products underneath that. And the brutal truth is, unfortunately, you're dead in the water without it. And, you know, people try to boost up their results and they think that they just throw, you know, money at the problem with ads, that they're going to get their ranking up. That's unfortunately not true. You have to apply a very specific set of key indicators to Amazon, because what you're really doing is you're trying to rank on Amazon's system. So you need to tell their algorithm how to do it. So when you get to the top, this is Moz.com's own click breakdown, and you can see that, you know, even if you're on the second page, you're roughly 20 to 25 times more clicks, more seen, more sales on the very first page than if you're even on the second page. And this is right here, you can see it go down. And this is it going down from the page results. Like you may be on page 1, but you're on the very bottom. You can see on a 6 to 10, they're still like, you know, being in position 1 to 3 is where the money's really at. And that's true in SEO marketing on Google. It's true on Amazon as well. The only difference is that when you're on Amazon, people searching for stuff, they're searching to buy. And the number one way to get to your keyword rank is Facebook ads. And I know what you're thinking. Wait, didn't you just dog on Facebook ads just a second ago? Like, yeah, that is actually. There's a very specific way to send Facebook ads. So when you send your ads, you need to send it through a super URL with the way that they change the super URLs, where, you know, we used to send Facebook ads straight to it and it would rank up our keywords in no time, right? Well, now they changed it to where it has to look like it's human generated. And, you know, unfortunately, there's no other products out there that are allowing a human generated super URL. And, you know, I'll keep in mind, I'll show you something that you can use at the end of this webinar. But basically, if you're able to send Facebook ads to this special link, Amazon thinks that someone's going in there and they're searching your keyword and then they're buying. And so because that link tricks Amazon into thinking that they're searching for it and they want your product, they had to go all the way back there in the, you know, page 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe even 20 to find your product. They're like, holy cow, we need to get this dude on number 1 right now. So the number one mistake people make with Facebook ads, though, is trying to capture an email address. You know, a lot of people like just think that they need to send, and I don't know who started this rumor, but they think they need to send to a squeeze page to get their email address, and then they need to email them a coupon code and then send them to Amazon to buy it, right? And that's like one of the worst possible ways you can do it. So you're going to spend, you know, maybe $1,000 and get, maybe if you're lucky, you'd probably get $100 in sales from that, and you wouldn't get any rank at all because that's not enough to make any difference. So what we do, the way that we teach you to do it, is just send those ads straight to the special link, which actually directs them right there to Amazon, because they're not interested in giving you their stuff. They're interested in your product on Amazon. So our ROI on Facebook ads, you know, I'm talking about this, but, you know, what have I actually done? And this is just one of my campaigns I ran for, you know, quite a while. We reached over quarter or 2.25 million people. We had almost 5,000 website clicks, and we spent $6,645 doing it. And you can see here, we started back in June of 2000 or May of 2015, and we kept going. I think might even be going today. Got to check on that. But the point is, the reason why it's still going is because we get awesome keyword rank from it. You know, occasionally we'll go after a new keyword, so we just plug in a new URL to these ads, and then we start ranking up on that keyword. You know, but once we have keyword rank, you know, that just generates sales for us. So even though we've spent $6,645, we've generated much more than that of sales on Amazon because of the rank manipulation that we've been able to get from that. But don't be fooled by the simplicity. You know, a lot of people, a lot of people are actually fooled by the complexity, you know. So the reason that everyone wants to send a Facebook ad to an opt-in and then send them to this other page and send them an email is because it sounds complicated, so they think it's going to work, right? The truth is that almost everything is simple. You know, you can listen to Socrates, Aristotle, all the great philosophers knew this one thing, and that the truth is really in the simplicity. So don't be fooled by something not being complex, like sending a Facebook ad to a super X URL and then sending it straight to Amazon. I mean, it sounds simple, but the funny thing is that getting fancy is how you mix things up. So I want to hear you guys answer in the chat. If you could generate, or how many sales do you think you could generate if you were ranked number 1, 2, or 3 for your top keywords? Yeah, just put it in the chat. Wow, 2,000 a day, 3,000 a day, bold guys. Okay, yeah, you definitely can. Let's go on to the next slide. So I want to talk about the second thing that you can do. Forget about the keyword ranking. You know, we've established, and you know, keyword ranking is obviously going to make you a lot of money. Let's talk about another way that you can actually generate a ton of sales and get your product page, you know, really converting, so therefore selling. So this is where we get to the help me help you part on Amazon's profitability. You know, Amazon cares more about their customer experience than they do anything else. A lot of people tell you they care more about traffic, they care more about conversion, they care more about, you know, whatever else it is. It's all really a lie. What Amazon cares about more than anything is their user experience. And you know, you do your own testing and verify this, but I can tell you from my testing of selling, you know, hundreds of thousands of products in multiple different niches, that when we've optimized the customer experience through, you know, the way that our listing looks, we've sold a massive amount more. You know, and the secret to doing this is really finding out who the customer is and generating your product page to look the best for that customer. So basically what you want to do is you want to get it to where they have a higher conversion rate, because if you're catering your product page to your customer, you're going to get a better conversion rate. Better conversion rate means more sales. More sales means more cross-selling, and more cross-selling means more built-in traffic, more momentum for your product. All right. And there's 2 common myths in this, and one is, if I only get my product shown, I'll crush it. The answer is no. You won't necessarily crush it. Unfortunately, if you don't convert your customer, your visitors, Amazon's going to stop showing your product, and it's going to do the opposite of momentum. It's literally going to slowly drag you down to not selling anything. You know, and it's kind of brutal to talk about, but it's the truth. So, you know, we're talking about truth here. The reality is that if you get your product shown, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get the sale. You need to have a great offer for your customer, and that means having a great looking product page, something that they actually desire. And speaking of desire, a lot of people think it's about having the lowest price. This is where people go as soon as they create a product page that doesn't sell. They think it's instantly the price, and that if they have a lower price, more people are going to want to buy it. Well, they're not actually addressing the initial issue, which is people don't actually want to buy it. They're just trying to make it cheaper to get people who, you know, we've recognized if you sell something for a lower price, you actually get worse customers. It's kind of funny and ironic like that. But you know, we've actually, in every single product I sell, I always sell higher than you know, probably more higher price than the majority of my competition. And the reason is because not only do I sell more units a day at that higher price, but I also make more money per unit selling at that higher price. And it's a lot about actually creating desire inside your visitors. So the product page optimization is really about your product images. About 75% of the reason someone's going to buy something has to do with your images. The next thing is your bullet points, and the next thing after that is going to be your description. So let's talk a little bit about what kind of images are going to actually get you a sale, right? So I call it the photo that captures the click. And what this is a main image that looks really desirable, right? And don't confuse complexity with, you know, something that's going to create desire. Because I see a lot of people in Amazon, they want to put their product up, and they want to put like all these widgets and gadgets next to it, and they think it's going to seem really cool. They're going to put their retail box next to that, and they think that's going to make it sell more because it's got cool stuff. And the problem is that they're biased to thinking that their own stuff is cool. You need to step back, and you need to think what is going to look really appealing without any bias. What's going to look really appealing to someone who's searching through all these other search results, right? So you do your search, look through all your competition, and see what people are actually buying on the you know, the main images, and that'll help you kind of structure your main image. So Amazon's ad data says that it can at least make a 65% difference, which, you know, obviously is huge. So that's basically, you know, showing a great product. If you can, you know, cut out all the distractions, all the, you know, crap inside your main image, and you can make it simple and nice and elegant. Imagine an image from Apple. It's real nice and clean. You know, if you can do that, you're going to get a much higher conversion rate from people, you know, seeing the product to actually clicking on it. And that's going to obviously help you not only get cheaper ads on Amazon, but it's also going to help you get more results from your ads on Amazon. And not only that, you know, more people clicking on your product, it's going to increase your keyword ranking as well. So how do I make an image that is actually going to rank number one? One, you want to put a logo in there, you know, a nice looking logo. Keep it small and color complementary. What I mean by that is if you have something that's orange, you know, you don't necessarily want to put like a blue logo up on the top right or whatever. You want to put something that looks kind of nice to that. So maybe you put a yellow or a red type of shade that actually matches it and actually makes your listing look better, because your logo is going to add a little bit of authority to your listing. It's going to add you know, a little bit more of hey, this is an actually nice product because it's got a logo, right? You know, consumers have been trained to believe that, you know, when there's a logo on something, there's brand power, and brand power means quality product, and it's going to have a good guarantee. So the next thing is guarantee. Have a guarantee still. You know, this doesn't work for maybe 5 to 3% of products, but for about 95, sometimes more than that % of products, you know, most of the time it's going to be your product. You can put a guarantee seal. It's going to increase the amount of people that click. It's going to increase the amount of people that actually buy. And you can put that like on the bottom right or the bottom left of your image. You know, occasionally you can put it over the product in the image itself, but, you know, usually you just want to have it out by itself on the right or the left. You want a real professional look. And the best way for me to describe what a professional look is, you know, imagine you're creating an image for the Apple company, you know, when they have their iPhone and you were presenting their iPhone, how would you make that look? You know, you'd make that look really clean, really nice. You'd accentuate all the nice features on it and just make it real simple and sleek. You know, that's pretty much their brand power right there. The next thing you can do that's actually going to really, really, really help you out, not a lot of people know, is if you have more than 1500 by 1500 pixels, and you make sure that your image is a square, your image is zoom capable. So what that means is that people, when they click on your listing, they can actually scroll over it and see in more detail your product. And then not only that, a lot of problems that people have when they list their product on Amazon is they have cropped edges, or they don't crop to the very edge of their product. They have white space, and that's white space is when you have a product that you have the square of the image, right, and say it's 1500 by 1500, but the product only goes to 1400 by 1400, right? You have about 100 pixels of white space. So when people are searching through their keywords, or, you know, customers searching a keyword in Amazon, they scroll through the listings, Amazon shows your image, but it's on a white background, and then your product is on a image that's not necessarily zoomed like into the product. So when you crop the edges to your product's very, very edge, and you have a square picture that doesn't have any white space on the side, when people search through the search results, it actually looks bigger. And that comes to the next thing, which is you want your image crystal clear. You want a really great product image, and you want to make it look as clear as possible. If you have any grainy pictures, you're not going to sell anything. I'm just telling you that in advance right now. If you got to have really, really high quality professional images, you know, if you need to hire a professional photographer, do that. you're probably going to need to hire a designer. And sometimes products are really hard to get a good image on, like clear see-through products are really, really hard to get an image, such as a water bottle. If you're selling a clear glass water bottle, you may want to consider getting a 3D designer. And then you want to explain what the product is. What I mean by this, not a lot of people instantly understand what I'm saying when I say you want to explain what the product is. You want to use your images to tell a story. Now, I'm sure you're all aware of an image is worth 1,000 words, and it's true. So because Amazon only really gives you 1,000 words to say in your entire product description, you can say that times 7 in your images. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to tell a story with your images. You know, if you have a like a water bottle, you're going to want to show the grip, you're going to want to show the cap, you're going to want to show it opening, you're going to want to show it taken apart. You know, a lot of times you're going to want to put little lines and put references to certain things and explain a benefit or a feature, mention a title of a feature, you know, like easy pour spout or something like that, and you know, really show the entire product. If you can show like most angles of the product, you can give a buyer real assurance of what they're buying. And so, you know, going into this digital age, one of the things people don't recognize is that the way that we used to buy was we'd pick something up and we'd look at it and we'd get a feel for it, and you know, then we'd buy it if we liked it, right? But when you go online now, you can't really get a feel for products. You just got to look at their images, and if the images give you confidence, then you buy it, right? What people don't really associate is that the fact that when they're looking at the images, they don't realize that they're trying to get a feel for it. You know, you yourself, when you go and buy stuff online, you're trying to get a feel for what the product is, right? So in your images, give your customers a feel of what your product is. So, you know, this explains, you know, which one's better. This is a good example of a bad image versus a good image. So, you know, answer in the chat real quick, which one do you guys think is better? Okay, I'm getting a lot of the lefts. Yeah, someone says right. Okay. Yeah, so in my expert opinion here, I'm going to say that the left is better. And the reason is because the left one shows exactly what it's being used for. It has a little bit of a coffee. You can see a reflection down there on the bottom that actually increases the high quality nature of it. The blue on the right logo, on the right picture, it doesn't look that high quality. It's not color complementary. A color complementary color on this product is actually black. And you know, obviously coffee. On the one on the right, you don't see any coffee in it, and you just see this grinder. And you can see above the handle on the right picture, there's a little bit of white space, and below it there's a little bit of white space. And so, you know, they could actually maximize the way that their product looked on search results if they were to crop that out a little bit. Even on the left, you might think that there's a little bit of white space on it. On top of the handle, there's a tiny bit of white space. So on the bottom, though, they have a reflection, and that reflection is really associated with high quality. You know, when you see a picture of like the brand new Mustang that Ford releases, you always see a picture of it on like this black, you know, stone ground, and you see the reflection of the car on the ground, and you know, it looks really high quality. On this one on the right, it just looks like someone took a regular picture. The edges are, you know, slightly pixelated, and they look slightly curved, even though I know that that product's probably not curved. You know, it looks that way, and it just doesn't give me confidence as a buyer. However, the one on the right has these beautiful reflections, and like they have these nice colors that are complementing it, that go up and down. You can see the straight lines on the silver container there, and what that is it's just a reflection wherever they took the picture, but it actually looks nice. If you look at the one on the right, it's just got this big white space on the left, and then like a tiny line on the right. You know, a little bit more slightly white space. So, you know, those are some of the things that factor in, and you're going to have to obviously take a custom look at your own products, but those are some examples of a good product image versus a bad one. So are you doing all that? If not, you know, answer in the chat, how much better would your product convert if you did all these things with your images? And how many sales do you think you generate from that? Okay, we got more people saying thousands. Some confident people here. It's awesome. Love confidence. Anyone else? What do you got? Oh, much more hundreds. That's good. Cool. Yeah, yeah. The answer is really a lot, you know, and yeah, you're just going to generate a ton more. You know, the answer is it's hard to actually answer how much more you would actually generate from having better images, because there's this momentum effect, which is, you know, the reason why we call this training the Amazon momentum method, is because if you have a better image, you have a better main image, you get more clicks, right? Well, what happens if you get more clicks? You're going to get more sales, right? And what happens if you get more sales? You're going to get more chance to get more clicks, because Amazon said this is a really viable product. People that are hitting this page are having a great experience, and they're buying the product, and they're leaving great reviews afterwards, right? And so then all of a sudden it's kind of snowballs into this. You may be at like a level 50 for out of all your products, and then all of a sudden you get to level 2 or 3 or even possibly 1. You know, so it is hard to actually measure how much this would help your sales, but I can tell you from experience, you know, our products that have bad images, we've tried pushing really hard on all of our cool marketing tactics, and guess what? They just go like, and they don't work, right? And then all of a sudden we change the image and we don't do any marketing, and boom, it goes straight up, right? It's interesting, but that really is exactly how it works. So the momentum push number 2 is going to be, number 3 is going to be your 5-star reviews and feedback. So reviews versus feedback. Why are reviews / feedback so important? The obvious is good reviews increase trust in the product, increase your sales and conversions, because people see that other people like the product. But not so obvious is that Amazon does way more cross-selling for you. You get more eyeballs on your offer. Once you get more eyeballs on your offer, you get more conversions, more sales. Once you get more of that, you get more eyeballs on the offer. The cycle repeats again, right? So reviews are super, super important. And feedback as well helps you, helps Amazon know, how well you are doing as a seller and whether or not they want to promote you, because it comes back to the buyer experience again. You know, if you're getting good feedback, you're providing good buyer experience, and you're increasing Amazon's platform. And so from econsultancy.com, they said that reviews produce an average of 18% uplift in sales. And that's really it. And I think one of the things people know about Amazon is it's the world's largest online sales platform. And what they don't know, what goes a little less noticed, is the fact that Amazon is actually the world's largest online review platform. And if you look at it, you can see new reviews coming in every single day on your products. After you have your Kidly hooked up, and that's not happened anywhere else. There's no other platform you can sell on. You're just getting a massive amount of reviews on your product. So that social proof is what has that huge uplift in your sales, right? And so that's one of the ways that we're going to be taking advantage of the world's largest online sales platform and review platform. So what kind of reviews / feedback do you need? You need quality 4 stars and above. It's not just the quantity that matters. You need the quality. And a lot of people just try and get a buttload of reviews, and they just spam everyone, and because of the spammy nature of it, they give them like these 1-star reviews, and all of a sudden they don't sell anymore because they got a 3-star review average. It's the 4 and up that people buy. People really stop buying when you get 3.5. And not just that, but you also need a bunch. So the more you get, the easier it's going to be. And then the next thing that this brings me to is a lot of people try and cheat the system. And let me tell you, Amazon is really good at not allowing you to cheat, right? You can't cheat their system much anymore because they remove it. They can track, IP addresses, MAC addresses. They can track you, with their cookies and, all kinds of other ways that they track people. And a lot of people try to create these machines to circumvent all their systems. And they also have, reality systems, which is like, if this product doesn't sell, it sells like maybe 1 a day, and then all of a sudden gets like 100 reviews. Those reviews are obviously fake, right? So it just goes through and removes them. They literally have teams of people dedicated to removing all kinds of reviews. So the authenticity from your customers is really important. And this is another one from BazzerVoice.com. They said that calculating the results across product categories, here are some of the interpretations of the data we analyzed. In each of these examples, the projected increase in orders is predicted to go from 1 review to 15 reviews and increasing the product rating from 3.5 to 4.5. The analysis also showed that the impact of more reviews tends to be greater in the early stages of volume growth and increases orders, or the increase in orders that result when your volume increases from 1 review to 15 reviews is likely to be greater than when you increase from, say, 150 to 165. So what that's really trying to tell you here is that, you know, your initial set of reviews is really the most important. And you know, let's think about this. I've got a product right now that we passed 4,000 on, and I think we're like 4,047, right? So when we went from 4,000 to 4,047, like that literally had 0 impact on our sales. But you know, I don't know if you guys have any successful products right now, but if you went from 0 to 47, there was a massive difference there, right? But you know, maybe when you went from 47 to 60, there wasn't as much of a difference, right? So those reviews in the beginning are really the most powerful. And I've noticed that once you get to about 50, that's really when you have the power. And when you get to about 50, you can really start ranking #1 on all kinds of stuff. And that's you know, you really only need just a few hundred sales to get there. And you know, obviously starting with your friends and family. So the other thing I was mentioning though is that Amazon's actually dead serious about buying reviews, review groups, stuff like that. You know, this is on CNN. Amazon's actually expanding its campaign against the fake reviews, and they actually posted on their own website and other medias. And you know, they've gone through and they've suspended sellers from doing this stuff. They've actually you know, permanently kicked people off, banned them from Amazon for doing this. You know, so it's like it's really not something you'd want to mess with. And so let's talk about how to get real reviews. And so friends and family, you know, a lot of people try to talk, again, and this is like the whole simple thing I love to go back to. A lot of people try and talk about like the most complicated way to get a bunch of reviews. And so let's talk about a real down-to-earth, super simple way to get a bunch of reviews. Or maybe not a bunch, but maybe at least your first ones you need to start. I use friends and family almost every single time. So I even still do it to this day. I have my friends and my family, you know, leave a review on my new products, and what I do is I give them the product. They go and buy it. Say it's $10. They'll go and buy it, and then I'll give them the product and $10. So, you know, what you want to make sure of though is that when they buy it, they want to buy it. You don't want to give them a coupon code where they get it free, because then Amazon doesn't really give that verification. They don't put Amazon verified review on their website. And then you also want to make sure that you ship it to them, because Amazon tracks whether or not a product got shipped for that review. So then the next most important way is going to be your automated follow-up. You know, so for those of you that are using Kibly, you know what we do is we give value first, and then we ask for the review. We give great customer support. We engage our customers. We inform them, you know, of who we are. Most people don't actually know when they buy from you that they're not buying from Amazon. They think they're buying from Amazon. So when you allow them to know that they're buying and they're supporting just a local business, a mom and pop's shop, you know, they really like, there's a real resonance with that. And so we've had an amazing, you know, interaction engagement from that. And then you also inform them of the other products you have and say, hey, you know, thanks so much for buying from me. Here's a coupon. You can get these other stuff, you know, for 10 to 15% off. You know, on my store. And it's like, you don't even ask them for a review by the time you give them a coupon. You just tell them thanks. You tell them you're buying from a mom and pop shop, and you tell them here's your coupon because I really appreciate you supporting me and my business. And you know, that just really gets people pumped to leave you an amazing review. So we don't even ask them for a review in that email. We ask them later. We ask them in the next emails. So then we need to follow up multiple times to get that desired results. You know, that's why the first time we say, hey, thanks so much for buying from me, you know, give them value. And then the next one was like, hey, let's get some feedback. You know, what do you think about that? And then the next one, we're like, okay, do you love this product? Because if you don't, just message me. But if you do love it, please leave me a review. I would love to hear from you. A lot of other customers and people would love to hear what you think about this. And that's how we do it. So anyways, do you have an average of a 4 to 5 star product as far as your product goes? Do you have a 99% seller feedback score? So answer in the chat. If you did, how much more likely do you think your potential customers would be to buy your product if you increase these 2 simple strategies to increase the quantity and the quality and the authenticity of your reviews and feedback. Okay, so we're getting people saying maybe 100. Okay, you're gonna get 100 reviews. That's a good one. 100 reviews on your product. Limitless. That's great. Yeah, it really is. It just depends on it's exponential. Cool. Yeah, so let's go on the next one. So this is the summary of the Amazon momentum method. You get ranked for your keywords, you optimize your product page, and you get 5-star reviews and feedback. And that's how you go from 0 to 10 sales a day to 100 plus sales a day. It's really that simple, do those 3 simple steps. So if you're serious about becoming a top seller on Amazon, making hundreds of sales per day of your product within the next 4 months, I want to hear an answer in the chat. Who actually wants to see my secret weapon and hear even more about my best-selling Amazon sales secrets? Okay, Scott, Daniel, yeah, Ben, cool, Chris, Scott again, we got another Scott, we got Larry, Pete. All right, I think we got enough to move forward. So let's talk about it. We put together a special program for you. It's one I created with one goal in mind: get you 5x the results in half the time. This program I'm about to share with you includes every Amazon secret that I keep and hold close to my heart, including the complete money keyword ranking protocol, including Facebook ads and training, every detail of the product page optimization protocol, including titles, bullets, pictures in very descriptive detail and descriptions. And then not only that, but my mass 5-star review collection protocol. This is how you dominate reviews and feedback for your seller account and for your product. Speaking of mass 5-star review collection, I can't forget to mention Kibly. This is one of my secret weapons. This is my software I created called Kibly that allows me to do these automated follow-ups and deliver all this value to my clients, my customers on Amazon. So why is it an important secret weapon? Well, when I created my own business, it helped me grow literally exponentially. So remember, it's an automated follow-up. Kibly does it for you, and it does it with our proprietary R3 review collection engine. You can set it and forget it. Only 100% Amazon compliant way to generate reviews and feedback and actually supercharge your reviews on Amazon. And when I mean it's the only 100% compliant, Amazon compliant way to generate reviews and feedback and like supercharge it, the reason I say that is because you can do other things that get you a trickle in of feedbacks and reviews. But as far as we know, with everything we've looked at in the market, Kibly is the only way that we've been able to get a massive, massive increase of reviews and feedback. So, we've also been able to take it to where it literally takes less than 5 minutes to set up, tracks all of your orders, automates your customer support, alerts you when there's negative feedback so you can take care of it and get it removed, and then it even tracks your BSR, and there's actually quite a bit much more features. BSR, by the way, is the bestseller rank. And yeah, I don't have time to cover the rest of the reviews, but the rest of the features, but I can let you know that there's a lot of really cool stuff in there. We're constantly adding stuff every single month. Here's some of the stuff Mr. Scott has had an amazing result from. He says, most excellent software. Highly recommend Kibly. We started using Kibly in our business, and within 24 hours, we saw an amazing result. More than 25 5-star feedbacks in one day. And this is a guy who sells a lot of different products. He's not selling his own private label product yet. He's going to be starting doing that in the next couple of weeks, which is really exciting. But for right now, he's getting feedbacks, and that's changing his business. We have another person who says, big high five to Kibly. High five back. Thanks for the increased Amazon reviews. In just over a month, they jumped by 100%, which also increased our overall approval rating, currently 99%. Fast response tech support too. Thanks. Cheers, Keith. And we have Linda. Linda says, got it set up. We're rocking the feedback, getting 10 plus a day, all 5 stars. Yeah, she's loving it. She even left us 2 reviews because she was so stoked about it. We have another one named Neil Rocklife. He says, I got Kibly set up in minutes, and now the feedback is like I'm on fire. I'm amazing. It's amazing how people seem to think that you're following up personally with their purchase. I'm definitely a subscriber for life, I really can't wait to get more private label products online and bring in those reviews. Well done, Kibli team. And you know, you see got a ton here. So you know, everyone that's using Kibli really loves it. And before I go on, let me ask you, who here would like to get 6 months free of Kibli Extreme, which would be a $1,782 value, absolutely free? I'm going to tell you how to do it right now. When it comes, what comes with a Kibli Extreme membership is that you can actually send 120,000 emails per month. That's good for 30 to 40K product sales per month. So if you're moving literally over 30,000 units per month, you can stay on the Kibli Extreme plan. You literally have all that covered. You have plenty of room to grow in your business without worrying of the increased costs. You have premier phone support and access to every feature that we roll out. Answer in the chat, how much easier would it be selling on Amazon if you had something like Kibli Extreme as your secret weapon and you didn't have to worry about getting 5-star reviews and feedback ever again? Awesome. Yeah, way easier, right? Okay, a lot of people love the Kibli thing. It is awesome, right? Okay, we got someone in all caps, Kibli changed our business. Yeah, so it is a lot easier. Okay, what you're about to get is the Amazon detailed protocols plus full training. That includes the money keyword ranking protocol, the product page optimization protocol, and the review domination protocol, and on top of that, an email launch protocol. You don't have a product yet, or you're new to selling on Amazon, it's not a problem. Because what you're going to get with the Amazon Academy Foundations is achieving success from the start, finding a wildly profitable product, branding like a boss, and this branding like a boss is how I've branded every single product and created a great brand out of it that's actually worth value. And then not only that, but it's you also get an expert level product sourcing from our many experiences dealing with the Chinese, sometimes Indians, sometimes we've been to Hong Kong, so we have all this huge arsenal of actually finding the best products with the best price. And all these together are over $1,997 value. You're also going to get the Azon Academy protocols plus training, the Azon Academy Foundations, all the way up to a $4,994 value now. But what else do you need? Well, if you're not sure your product has the potential to be successful, this is for you who've already launched a product and you're not sure how to get it to be successful, you're also going to get my product opportunity score sheet. This is something that I've been slaving over for literally months and months and months to create the perfect, absolute perfect product opportunity score sheet. This is how we rate every single product we want to go after. We print out one of these on a laminated thing, and we mark on it with a marker based on our product. And this is literally the decision time of where we decide whether or not we are going to launch this product or not. And we've come down to a really perfect strategy. And so this is the product opportunity score sheet that if your product ranks high, you basically have a super, super high potential product that's going to hopefully generate a ton of profit. And that's a $1,497 value as well. But you need more, right? You always need more. So what's next? Are you thinking you may have some questions and need some help along the way? We've also got a solution for that. So we're going to give you access to a private mastermind group, a lifetime membership, and it's over $1,997 value. And now at this point, you're getting that plus Azon Academy AMM protocols, plus the training, plus Azon Academy Foundations, and your product opportunity score sheet. Hey, John, you didn't say anything about getting Kibli for free, right? Massive webinar bonus. We're giving you 6 months free of Kibli Extreme. So this is the secret weapon, the proprietary R3 review collection engine, Kibli. When you get this, we're giving you that as well. So what you're going to get is the Azon Academy, Amazon Momentum Method protocols, plus training, plus Azon Academy Foundation, your product opportunity score sheet, and a private label mastermind group, lifetime membership, plus as a free bonus, we're giving you 6 months of Kibli Extreme. And that's over a $10,280 value. So if all this did was finally allow you to get a 5-star review and a 5-star feedback, would it be worth it? If this gave you the ability to throw away all the complicated tactics and the hyped up hacks and tricks that you've been wasting your time with and actually get something working, would it be worth it? If all this did was give you a kick in the ass to finally get moving, would it be worth it? Okay, yeah, everyone's unanimously agreeing that would definitely be worth it, right? So I had two choices. First option was go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many as possible, and that wouldn't incentivize me to pack in as much value as possible. And the second option was require a little bit higher investment, but in exchange, I can devote more time and resources to guarantee your success. So what would one top selling product on Amazon be worth to you? Would it be worth $5K a month, $10K a month, more? What do you guys think? Okay, yeah, definitely 10K a month, definitely 20K a month. Gotcha, 30, okay, cool. You guys got some good selling products. So how much would you have to pay to buy a top selling product on Amazon? Say something that's generating you $10,000 a month. If you were to buy that business by itself, do you guys know how much that would cost? Well, I can tell you from experience, on the low end, if you're buying a business, you're usually looking at buying about 2 years of net revenue, right? So if something's generating $10,000 a month, that's $120,000 a year. You're looking at buying that business, that top selling product, for about $250,000. And people buy and sell their business every single week, every single day, because yeah, it is worth it. It is worth having that top selling product, right? Yeah, so remember this one thing. Just one of my top selling products, and this is just one of my business that we had about one product that was doing well at this time, and this is the product that we generated over $1 million in sales in just 7 months with. And this if I were to sell this business would be in the millions just from selling this top selling product. And then not only that, but 8,000 to 25,000 or 25 to 50% of profits. That's what people pay me on a regular basis to work with me. This is a Christmas party we had in my office. Had a few partners over, where we partner with people occasionally for about 25 to 50% of the business, and then had a couple coaching and consulting clients. And this is a picture of all of us. They're there to work with me. I took them out, bought them an awesome Christmas dinner, and I just wanted to mention that because this is what people regularly pay on an everyday basis to work with me and get the training that I've sent them through. And you can see why it would be a great deal at $5,000, right? Because if it will allow you to get a top selling product, we just talked about how that product is now worth like about $250,000 at just $10,000 a month. And that's obviously not what mine was doing. Mine was doing much more than that with just one product. So $1,997 when we first released this product to the general public is what we're going to charge. This is the Amazon Momentum Method plus the 6 months free of Kibly. That's what we're going to release it at. But this being the very first time it's ever available, you guys showing up here, very first time now, we're actually going to give it to you today for $997. And so in order to get this, you'll need to go to kibly.com/Azon. That's AZON. So go here now, get your Amazon Momentum Method, your Amazon Product Opportunity Score Sheet, get your 6 months free of Kibly. Go kibly.com/Azon and get that now. So to put it in perspective, 6 months free of Kibly Extreme is $1,782. You get it free with your investment today, and that's at kibly.com/Azon. It's only on the webinar today. You can see right now, if you were to sign up, it costs you $297 a month, and 6 months brings it up to almost $1,800, in which we have people paying that. Now we have two choices. You have two choices. The first one is you can do nothing. You can choose not to take a leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. Or the second option is you can pony up a small investment today, compare it to all the value you'll get to return, and just give it a shot. If you can't make money, I don't deserve yours, period. So that's why I created an ironclad 60-day guarantee. So sign up today. If you don't like it for any reason, I don't care if it's a month, 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from now, you just let me know, and we'll literally give you your money back. And the reason why, I have such a crazy guarantee like that is because I'm in the value creation business. When we sell products on Amazon, we give awesome value to the people we sell it to, and now I'm finally able to deliver this method that's enabled me to, create multi-million-dollar businesses on Amazon. And I don't want to ever give that to someone who can't receive the value from that either. So if for any reason at all you can't take this and make this something amazing, I don't want to have your money, basically. I want you to create something of value out in the world and use this as your tool to do it. And so the real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which it does. If it does, even half of what I've claimed in this training will pay for itself in as little as a week. What you're going to get, is the Amazon product method. That's the Amazon Momentum Protocols, the trainings, the Amazon Academy Foundations, the Product Opportunity Score Sheet, and you get access to a private mastermind group, which we have some pretty amazing people in there that are posting and answering questions every single day that, like most people who sell on Amazon don't have access to these level of people. The people that are going through building their Amazon businesses, figuring it out. I'm constantly in the group answering questions. My partners are in there answering questions and, really helping people find their true success on Amazon. And then not only that, you get your 6 months free of Kibli Extreme. This is over a $10,280 value. And, keep in mind, I've literally had people pay me much, much more than $10,280 to get access to this type of training in these systems. Whoa, wait a minute. What? I forgot. I'm giving you a secret extra bonus I haven't announced till now. It's called the Amazon Ad Hacks PPC training. So this is an Amazon ad hack program where I teach you all these really cool tricks that we've done to spend literally tens of thousands of dollars on Amazon's own ad platform. And the reason we've done that is because we get an amazing ROI. Not only do we get an ROI, direct ROI on the ads, that we spend $1 and we get 4, we get 5, something like that. But not only that, we actually get exposure to Amazon, to Amazon's customers. And we've literally launched products up into the top of the most competitive industries and categories on Amazon using just this Amazon ad hack formula. So you get that as an added bonus right now, how to set up your ads, do performance audits correctly, scale and maximize your ads. So you can get all that, including the Amazon ad hacks, when you go to kibli.com/Azon. And then one more special bonus for the next people, for the people who take action in the next 30 minutes only. It's an $80 a month value, and it's actually not open to the public yet. So remember when I said super URLs are dead and they need a human element? Well, we created a human element. We call it our Super X URL, and the X stands for that human element. So this tool is not even available to the public right now, but you can get it as a free added bonus if you order within the next 30 minutes. And what this does is it basically sends, you can send Facebook traffic to this, and we'll send it straight back to Amazon and make it look to Amazon as if they're searching for your keyword and they're purchasing or looking, scrolling around on your product. And what that does is that is one of the biggest secret weapons I use right now to rank for keywords on the top of pages. So what you're going to get is the Amazon Academy Amazon Momentum Method Protocols plus trainings. It's $2,997 value. You get the Amazon Academy Foundations, which is the really foundations to building a successful business, and that's $1,997 value. Then not only that, you get a product opportunity score sheet that could literally be the make or break of your business / products. And then you get access to a private mastermind group that I'm a part of, a lot of amazing sellers are part of, my business partners are a part of. on there literally every day. Then not only that, you get a bonus of 6 months free of Kidly Extreme, which is a set $1,782 bonus. You get an Amazon Ad Hacks, which is my secret PPC training that I've used to generate amazing results. We don't currently sell this anywhere else, but as an added bonus right now, you get it. If we ever did sell it, we'd sell it for about $997. And then on top of that, if you order in the next 30 minutes only, you get 6 months free of Super X URL, which is over $480 value. But I don't know if I can actually put a value on that because you literally can't get it. It's not available to anyone right now except for me, my team, and you if you purchase in the next 30 minutes. Altogether over an $11,747 value, which you can get going to kidly.com/Azon. So go there, get started right now. If you have any questions, just ask me some questions, and I'll post them here. Okay, so we have, what if I already have a Kidly account? If you already have a Kidly account, you just get 6 months free. We have a lot of people who are on higher plans that would literally buy this and just make an ROI just on getting 6 months free of Kidly right now. So yeah, if you have a Kidly account, we just give you 6 months for free. How can I get access? Well, as soon as you go there, you go to kidly.com/Azon and you fill out the details. You get access immediately after. We'll send it straight to you. So what happens after 6 months? Well, after 6 months, you just use Kidly right as usual. And keep in mind, you can email us right now. You can email our support and ask us any questions you have, and we'll answer it. So yeah, in 6 months, you just keep using your Kidly. And okay, so why we have 6 months free of Kidly? The reason is because I want to give you 3 times as much time as you need to get a product up on Amazon and selling super well. So our typical turnaround time from getting a product at zero, thinking about getting a product, to selling on Amazon successfully is about 2 months. I figured if you're slow, you'll do it in 3 months, and if you absolutely drag your feet, you'll get it done in 5. Right? So the reason you get 6 months free of Kidly is because I want more than enough time for you to start your business, and you can use Kidly for free 100% of that time until you're rocking and rolling. So then you're going to obviously roll into the regular Kidly price point, whichever one that you're at. So if you're only sending 1,000 or up to 6,000 emails a month, you get the $37 plan. So you'll get on the lowest plan, whichever one you're on. So what other tools do you need? Well, we've pretty much given you every tool that we use in our business and access to every other tool that we use inside the Amazon Momentum Method protocols and training. We've given you every tool that I possibly have, and we use our most important tools are our Kidly and our Super X URL, which really gets us ranked. And not only that, but we have really cool methods to get a lot of keywords and generate those lists. So we give you those as well. And we have a lot of really cool freebies and discounts and promos that you can access to get a lot of really cool stuff for either free or cheap. Let's see, do you have a payment plan? No, right now we don't have a payment plan. What it is $997 today. You can charge it on your card. You can make money with the products that you're selling, and it just comes down to what is it worth to you. Like I mentioned, if you could buy a $10,000 per month net company on Amazon, you would end up buying it for roughly in between $200,000 and $250,000. But what if I told you exactly how to create a company that made much more than that, and I sold it to you for $1,000? I mean, it seems really practical, doesn't it? It just comes down to following the steps. So if you really think that you're someone who can follow these steps, follow this method, and create a success, actually take action on what we teach you, how could it not be worth it? And if you need a payment plan, just talk to your credit card company. They'll gladly finance it. And instead of financing a TV or a car, which would be a liability, you'd be financing an asset, which is something that obviously can create more money, because that's the biggest difference between a liability and an asset. Is a liability takes away money from you every month, and an asset brings money in every month, right? So how much money would you spend on an asset? is the real question. So we have, I'm logged in, but where's the training? So as soon as you log in, we'll send you the training in a separate email, and yeah, you'll get it in either a minute or two. It just takes a second to create your account virtually. So we'll send that to you, and you should see it on your dashboard. If I buy, are there any upsells? No, there's no upsells. I don't have anything else I'm selling you. I'm trying to give you the whole thing right now. I'm literally handing you my basket of eggs. So I put all my eggs in one basket, and I'm literally handing them all right here on keebly.com/Azon. This is literally everything that I could possibly think of to make you wildly successful selling a product on Amazon. So what happens if I hit my email limit? If you hit your email limit, we've designed this really cool thing in Keebly that actually meters you. So if you hit it, you go over it. But and you pay like 0.01 cents an email or something really ridiculously cheap like that. But it's kind of crazy. Most people never even hit their email limit because it's so high. We have such a high email limit. It's really hard to hit it, honestly, because we try to give you, like I said, the whole egg basket. So it's Keebly/Azon Academy White Hat. For those of you that don't know what White Hat is using like tools that aren't frowned upon. They're using tools that are totally legit and great. Yeah, they are. Keebly is 100% Amazon compliant. It is really like 100% authentic software that will generate a massive amount of reviews that are all 100% authentic and from your customers. So there's nothing gray or black hat about that. On Azon Academy I'd say it's probably 95, 98% white hat. And we have a few tricks that I pull out of the book that are, I guess, under the gray hat thing. And I give those to you too because I want to be 100% honest in what it's taken me to, create multi-million-dollar businesses. So literally giving you everything I have, including some of my gray hat tactics. One of them would be like Super X URL. I think would be classified under the gray hat. Black hat is more kind of like illegal / really illegitimate and not morally right, and we don't do anything black hat, and I don't use it in my businesses, and I obviously don't teach it. So yeah, it is all mostly white hat, and anything else would be gray hat. And it's very few stuff, but it is really important to your success, so I included it in there. Does Keebly/Azon Academy work internationally? Yes. The great thing about selling on Amazon is it's the same platform. It's the same platform if you're in England. It's the same platform if you're in Australia. The underside of the world is the same platform if you're in Idaho, Oregon, or Texas. It's literally the same thing everywhere. So that's the great thing about it. If you buy it and you understand English, you can pretty much make a successful Amazon product. So what if I get stuck and you need support? Well, the really great thing is that we included a private mastermind group with a lifetime membership for you. So if you need help and you need strategy, you can go on there. You can ask strategy related questions. If you have technical support stuff, our support department's always open, and we get back to people really quickly, as fast as we can. We have a really great support time. So obviously ask any strategy related / success related questions inside our mastermind group that you're going to be a part of, and we usually answer those in just like an hour or two. So I can't afford $9.97 right now, John. That is kind of funny, and I don't mean to be rude or anything, but when it comes to what you can quote afford, the reason I say that's funny is because it's like if you were selling a gold bar worth like $10,000 and someone had to pay $1,000 to get it, if I were selling you a gold bar, would you tell me you couldn't afford it for $1,000? No, because you'd be buying something worth much more than what you paid for it, right? You're just going to go turn around and sell it, right? So my thought right now is if you can't quote afford the $9.97 right now, find a way to get it. The world rewards resourceful people, and so if you can find a way to get access to this course, get access to our mastermind and all of our other tools, and you can get your product selling amazing on Amazon, what would that be worth to you? Because I know almost everyone is going to be worth much more than $9.97, right? So use the gold bar philosophy. If you were trading, $9.97 for $997,000 or whatever your number is, would you do it? You know, and if the answer is yes, then that's my answer to you. So let's go to the next one. How is Kibly different from Feedback Genius? So we have quite a few people who switch from Feedback Genius. There's a couple important differences. One is we're literally twice or more as cheap. So we offer a service that's half the cost of, you know, Feedback Genius, what it would be. And then not only that, everyone that we've had switch over has not only gotten way better results, they've been like 5 to 10, sometimes even many more times higher, better results, more feedback, more reviews on their products than Feedback Genius. And not only that, but Feedback Genius was created to get you feedback. Kibly was designed and created to help you launch a private label product by getting you a massive amount of reviews and getting you really important feedback as well. So we dominate both categories on that. Will this work for my business? I don't know. Do you sell on Amazon? Because if that's your business, obviously, yes, it'll work for your business. You know, if you don't want to sell on, or if you don't sell on Amazon, but if you want to sell on Amazon, it absolutely works. That's your new business, and you know, hopefully you're going to crush it. So that is Amazon Momentum Method. Basically, you saw it all. You saw everything that we had. You know, we give you the full thing, give you the whole egg basket. This is the you know, the business that I created with this actual method. This is the first new business that I created. So this isn't actually the original business that I created when I you know, first started this theory. The Amazon Momentum Method was literally created you know, and I launched this business that you're looking at right now with it. And so anyways, that's it. That's everything I've got. Go to kibly.com/Azon. I want to you know, get you guys in here and get you to be as successful as possible. I want to see some amazing people create some amazing testimonials, and I want to see some screenshots like this from you guys. All right, so go to kibly.com/Azon, and we'll see you on the inside. And this is it, a whole egg basket. Is there any more questions? We got a couple people. I'm reading some now. Okay, so does this process work if I have a product that isn't selling very much? Yeah, well, you know, like I mentioned, we give you the Amazon product opportunity score sheet, and if you use that, you can tell whether or not your product's going to sell really well. So if you have a product that's not selling really great right now, just hook up the Amazon product opportunity score sheet, fill it out, do an audit on your own thing. Then you know, you can obviously tell if your product's going to be really successful, or if it's possibly something that you want to move away from. So yeah, if you're not familiar with the business and you want to get started, we literally have everything from A to Z. So someone says thank you for the gold bar. Yeah, no problem, Paul. Thank you, Ron. No problem, man. Scott, yeah, awesome. You guys are in there. I'm really excited to see you guys' testimonial. Sweet. We got Rick. Is the Super available? Is the Super X URL available? The Super X URL is actually about a week from being 100% complete, and you guys will be the first ones to get access to it. No, we won't be selling it in a week. Currently, we're only giving the Super X URL to webinar buyers who buy this Amazon Momentum Method. That we're including it as an extra bonus. We're still debating whether or not we're going to make it available for the general public, but right now, no, it's just available for you guys. So the $9.97 plus monthly, yeah, we have a $9.97 today. As soon as you get your Kibly account set up and you're making a ton of sales, eventually you will, after 6 months, go to like probably about $37 a month if you're not selling on Amazon by that point, or you have something that, you know, is actually selling really well. Obviously, you're going to hopefully go to, you know, higher and higher levels with that. So, you know, that will be something that's actually indispensable from your product. So awesome. Michelle bought one. Cool. So we will see you in the inside and in the mastermind group as well. Cool. We got, yeah, so Daniel, no, it does not roll into the $297. You automatically go to whatever you're using. Some people create a business, and by the time the 6 month thing is over, they're going to be selling roughly you know, roughly like 10,000 products a month. If they're selling 10,000 products a month, yeah, they go to like a $97 level. If you're selling like $30,000 products a month, or 30,000 products a month, you're going to be at like the $297 level. If you're selling like you know, maybe all the way up to 3,000 or 2,000 products a month, you'll still be on the $37 plan. So it's like literally you end up paying $37 for Kibly while you can sustain a business that's making like even up to like $100,000 a month. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, that's to answer your question. Oh, sweet, Kat's in. All right, cool. We'll see you in there for sure. I'm excited to see your story as well. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Cool. So we have a guy in there now. Let's see. No problem. Ron says, thank you, John. No problem, man. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you're in there now as well. So that's it. I'm going to head off now. I'm going to make some dinner for my family and hopefully see you guys inside the mastermind tonight to congratulate you. All right. So last thing, I really want to see you guys in there. Go to kibly.com/Azon and get started now. And I will see you in there hopefully tonight. Thanks.